Right, so what we've been doing, Craig, we've been reaching out during the lockdown to Kilmarnock residents and just asking them about what they value in the town and collecting their views. So some quick questions for you.
Yeah, go for it.
Right, so have you got a favourite building or a man-made structure in the town?
I mean, I've always loved the Dean Park. I think we're extremely blessed to have such an amazing country park on our doorstep. So I can walk to it in kind of 10 minutes. And well, I've missed it during lockdown. I'm looking forward to being able to get back to it. We've actually got so many good, beautiful buildings, things like the Palace Theatre, and you've also got the Dick Institute. Especially in spring when you've got the blossom trees and stuff going on at the Dick Institute, it's really nice. So yeah, but I think my top pick would probably be the castle at the Dean Park.
What is there any? Oh, I know the Dean Castle is obviously a man-made structure. Is there any structures like that, or any features in the town that catch your interest as well?
I guess, I mean, the kids always, whenever we go into the town centre, the kids are always climbing over all the works of art, like Stan, it's outside the bank. So yeah, they're quite good fun.
Quite good, the statues and the community art, isn't it? Because it's unique to the town as well as being a focal point for people. Yeah, I quite like them as well.
Yeah, definitely.
What about transport, Craig? How do you move about the town, and what's your commute to work? What's it like?
So it's the great thing about Kilmarnock is you can get around by foot or bike. So I tend to walk everywhere. So my normal commute to work is walking past Lonehead Primary and dropping my kids off, and then walking on to work. But if I'm in a bit of a rush, then I tend to take my bike. I've got a little challenge, and I tend to be able to beat anyone around Kilmarnock on my bike rather than taking the car. So it's been nice actually seeing so many people out using their bikes, because it's normally just me.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people walking about more, obviously, because they're taking their daily exercise. So I think hopefully that's one of the things that people will remember and keep going once the restrictions are lifted. And I'm a bit like you, I'm a 10-minute walk from my house to where I work in Kilmarnock, and I think I would hate, being in a crowded tube station or on a train, or an hour on the bus before you got to your desk. I think it's one of the good things about working in the town.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've been fortunate. I've always worked in Kilmarnock, but my wife used to work in Glasgow, so she had the commute. And it's a big part of your day that gets taken out at both ends. So now she's at Utopia as well. She's very happy to have that extra time. And the walks often a really good way of kind of clearing your head and get a bit of headspace before you get into work. So that's really
definitely
really
good with the work-life balance, isn't it? It definitely helps you having that extra time. Yeah.
Something that we'll see coming out of this is people striving for that kind of work-life balance and more remote working happening. So I've heard of employers that are already starting to do interviews over things like this, over Zoom, for employees that they've never actually met and won't meet for a while yet. So the idea of living in a town like Kilmarnock and being able to work anywhere in the world is quite a fun one.
What about coffee shops? Where's your favourite place to go for a coffee and a chat with someone?
Oh, I'm going to offend some coffee shop owners here. Well, Central Park, beside the Howard Park, is probably my go-to coffee shop. It's quite close to Utopia, so if I'm wanting a coffee and a walk with anyone, then that tends to be where I go. But you've also got Coffee Press on Bank Street, really nice coffee in there. So yeah, they're my two favourites.
Brilliant. And what about restaurants? If you were wanting a nice family meal, is there somewhere you'd recommend?
Well, for my family, we tend to love Indian, so it's the Joe and the Crown. But I think over the last few years, we've been really lucky in Kilmarnock. We've got so many good restaurants now. So yeah, we're kind of blessed. But yeah, I'm a sucker for a spicy Indian, so Joe and the Crown for me.
Right, this is the final question, Craig, but it's maybe a bit more in depth. Is there an organisation or groups that you think we could empower more to improve the town?
That's a really good question. I wish I'd prepped for that one. I mean, obviously Celebrate Kilmarnock are doing a fantastic job of maintaining a positive attitude. I think if we were to do anything to help improve the town. It's about how do we pull out all the positive voices, because unfortunately, Kilmarnock's had some difficult times, just like many other small towns, and sometimes we can focus on those, and we can focus on some of the negative voices. But the reality is that there's a lot of positive organisations that have a vision for a future of Kilmarnock, which we would all be incredibly proud of. So if anything, it's just about seeing the other organisations that are around us that have got that positive voice, and trying to amplify their voice in any communications that you've got. So just making sure that we don't give space to the negative voices, and give more space to all the positive that's going on.
Yeah, that's absolutely what we've been trying to do with some of the activities and the group events that we have with the wider stakeholders. And we've struggled a wee bit with lockdown, but again, it's using technology like this and the social media channels, and people are getting more comfortable with that. So I think we need to use all the tools at our disposal. So I said that was the last question, but a new one's come into my mind.
Go for it.
If you could change one thing in the town, what would it be? Or one thing about the town, what would it be?
Change one thing. Okay, you really have put me on the spot with this one.
It's
change
okay,
one
I won't
thing.
hold you to it.
Change one thing about town. I think it comes to all I keep coming back to is maybe the attitude point of view again. So it's just, we can focus on the shops we don't have, or the businesses we don't have, but it would just be to remind that there's countless businesses in the town that are trying very hard to continue to operate in some very difficult times. So just to recognise that, and maybe more bike lanes. but yeah, I love Kilmarnock, and I'm proud to live and work in Kilmarnock. Yeah, some good questions there, Owen. You really caught me out.
Well, if you think of some other ones, you can always drop me a note afterwards. But thanks for your time, Craig. I know you're a really busy guy, and I really appreciate it. And I'll be in touch with you about the other idea. Yeah,
brilliant. Well, I look forward to it, and anything I can do to support the good work that you and the rest of Celebrate Kilmarnock are doing, I'm there for you. Okay.
Oh, that's fantastic. We really appreciate that. Thanks, Craig. Bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye.